Elham Toshnik. The question is, just starting out this year, what advice would you give a newcomer? Top five must-dos. Great question. Top five must-dos. You got to market. So that's you got to do it. You got to learn marketing now. You may have a very small budget. Fine. That's perfectly okay. So start testing some small stuff. So top five must do's. You got to market, but you got to test. So start learning your lessons now. Learn them early so that you can grow faster. So a lot of guys start out, they don't have any money, and so they don't do any marketing. Well, that's a massive mistake. If you've got $1,000, if you can just accumulate $1,000, start doing some street mailers that I talk about. Start doing your five rounds. Start doing some street marketing on the streets you're already selling on. Get a website up. Start doing a little pay-per-click uh, advertising with Google AdWords or through Bing or Yahoo. So it's testing. So you're committing to yourself that I've got $1,000. I'm probably not going to get a ton of clients off this $1,000, but I'm going to learn some lessons. I'm going to learn what works. I'm going to learn what doesn't work. I'm going to get my feet wet here, so that next year I'm not starting that getting my feet wet process a year later into my business. So start marketing early. So number one, marketing, marketing and testing, and go buy some marketing books to learn how to actually do marketing. Start reading, start learning this subject. Okay. Number two, keep in mind that you're building so what I preach is building a real company. So I want to see everybody really truly improve their lives and really truly have better businesses. It's shocking to me how few companies ever make it to $1 million in the lawn care business. And don't let that scare you. I'm just shocked. And the reason is so many guys get trapped in their businesses doing the work. So, top five advice. Number two here is you've got to have a mindset on three things, and understand that my recommendations come from this perspective of I want to see you build a real company. I want to see you make real money. I want to see you be really successful and have a better life. And I want to see you do your family well. And I want to see you get to have some really incredible experiences in life. All those things come from building a real company. They don't come from building a job. They don't come from, being the guy working in the field or the guy supervising the crews in the field. You never make the bigger money. You never get the freedom to take the 3-week vacations. You never get to have the cool hobbies if that's the life you choose to lead. Some guys love that. Some guys want to work in the field. So be it. But everybody that loves to work in the field eventually decides they don't love the field anymore. Okay, so that's my perspective. So number two, go into this business planning to get out of the field as fast as you can. Okay, so these are number two are mindset items. Go into the business planning to get out of the field as fast as you can. Along with that, go into the business telling yourself that your job is sales and marketing. You may not like sales and marketing. That's your job. You are charged with building this business because you're going to get yourself out of the field. You need to do these tasks. So you need to learn about sales and marketing. Maybe eventually you aren't doing all the sales and marketing. Maybe you're hiring people, but if you don't understand it, you can't hire the right people. If you hire consultants, you can't hire the right consultants because you don't understand this stuff. You can't be led down the wrong roads when you have some basic knowledge. Sales and marketing, critical. So going into the business. Number two, going into the business here, we're going to get out of the field. We're going to learn sales and marketing. Number three, we're going to learn finance. It is incumbent upon every business owner to, no matter how much they hate accounting and finance, to learn it. Not to do it, but to learn it. You need to know how to do the P&L. And I may be talking down to here, so please don't take me wrong by any means. I'm not assuming I don't want to make the assumption you don't know this stuff, so I don't mean that by any means. I'm just saying these are the things that are really important. So you probably have some of these skills already. You may want to just develop them further. I'm developing all mine further every day. So learn how to read a P&L, learn how to read an income statement, learn cash accounting versus accrual accounting, learn what it means to manage debt, what it means to have a line of credit, how to manage money correctly. Most of the guys that I meet and work with are keeping basically they're figuring out how much money they have in their account by looking online at their bank statement and writing checks based on that. keeping bank account records, getting a bookkeeper to help you stay really organized. So your job as your business develops is to be able to job cost your business. And if you have the right software, it's not so hard. But if you don't, then you're going to spend quite a bit of effort doing this. But you still must do it. You need to get to the point where you understand finance so you can job cost your business and understand the profitability of your employees and your crews and the services you provide. That's number 2. Number 3, you've got to have software. You've got to have some piece of foundational technology that can run your business. I work with a lot of people that have built companies to hundreds of clients, and they're absolute disasters because they don't have software. They're far less profitable than they would have been had they had software from day one. Switching software systems when you're $1 million company is a very tedious task. Very tedious. If you get the right software from day one and you let it run your business and organize your business from day one, you won't even know about the problems that everybody else is having because you'll never experience them. I did it from day one. It's just critical. It is critical. Just for the moment, sit back and think of every company out there that's a high profit business, every company out there that's a fast growing business, and imagine any of them that don't have a software package that can run their business. The very best ones have figured out how to have all their software packages completely intertwined talking to each other. So I really recommend getting a software system that can run everything from your marketing to your websites, to your job costing, to your scheduling, to equipment tracking, all the way down. One system that can do it all and tie into your financial system. Critical. It's foundational. Number 4, websites. Yellow Pages don't work very well anymore. Everything's moving to online marketing. I am not a believer that everything's moving to online marketing to the detriment of print marketing. I think if you continue to be a print marketer, meaning you're sending out postcards, street mailers, letter mailers, all these sorts of things, you have a real opportunity to dominate. You have a real opportunity to do some pretty exciting stuff if you're not solely focused on online marketing. But if you're missing out on the online marketing, you are massively dropping the ball. You need to have a website presence. At my company, we have multiple websites. They're actually different websites. We have websites that sell specific services in specific cities. It's a concept that works. You need websites. You've got to have a website. There's ways. Our company offers one, but there's ways you can set up websites that do not look like template websites. They're extremely professional for a very low cost. There's no reason not to have a website anymore. It doesn't cost $10,000 to have a website anymore. So websites, learn pay-per-click marketing, which is Google AdWords, Bing, Yahoo has the same thing. So get good at your internet, get websites, get good at the internet marketing. Number 5, it's about building a team. You're an entrepreneur, you're a business owner, you are charged with building a team around you. Going back to my number 1 thing, get out of the field. It's part of the mindset. Or actually, that was probably my number 2 thing. But you go back to that mindset. You are getting out of the field. How do you get out of the field? You build a team. Your team will take you to the next level. You're going to have to train your team. You're going to have to educate your team. You're going to have to spend some money to build them up into new people. And you're going to want to work with them. You're going to hire some people and you're going to fire some people. But your job is to build a team. The rest of your days in business, you are looking for guys that will be on your team. Maybe today, maybe a year from now, maybe 2 years from now. Your goal is to be in charge of marketing and finance, building a team. You need to construct a group of guys that can take your business to the next level, that can run the business when you're on the 3-week vacation in Europe, or you're on the beach, or whatever it is you dream of doing. The only way you get there is by building the team. So today, start thinking about, how can I build my team? So I'm talking about concepts, top 5s, that are mindsets as you grow. They're not all today do's. But you in a sense they are. You start on this journey of accomplishing and doing all these things and becoming this person in these 5 areas. The website's a today do. The getting the software's a today do. Starting your marketing education is a today do. But your marketing education will be something you work on for the rest of your life. Building your financial education the rest of your life. Building your team the rest of your life. But you start those tasks today. And you start with employee number 1. And then as you progress, you're going to find out what a good employee is, and you're going to become smarter and smarter about your hiring decisions. So I highly recommend that you go that direction. Think about those 5 things, and I think you'll find that it'll lead to true success.